I'm no bike mechanic, but I wanted to tension my chain somewhat. It had stretched a little bit. Couldn't find anything on YouTube, so I decided to do this little video. Hopefully it will help somebody to be able to do what I did. Tools you need are a 10mm Allen socket, tensioner spanner, let's call it that came with the bike, and a tape measure. And what we need to do is, if we look here on the side of the swing arm, we'll see that there's a little mark here, and we need to be 112mm from that mark down to the pins on the chain, center of the pin on the chain. So as best you can see, that needs to be 112mm from the mark to the center of the pin on the chain. So what we have to do is come to the back, loosen off these two, they're called cap screws. We need to loosen those off, and I did them a little bit at each side. So take off the initial tension, and then slacken the right hand one a bit, slacken the left hand a little bit more, and do it alternately rather than just undoing one. Try to do it even. You will notice that there are some yellow marks on the bolt and on the housing, which shows where at factory they were torqued up, and that's where it ended up. So that's useful. You need to torque up to, as it says on there, between 28 and 32 Newton meters. So having slackened those so that they were finger tight, didn't actually take them out, but they were finger tight, we then need to adjust the tensioner. That you may see this large sort of castellated nut, if I can get my finger in there. We need to slacken or tighten that a little bit to adjust the chain, and to do that we drop this spanner over it. It engages in, if you don't drop it, that is, it engages onto the castellated tensioner. There we go. And I think you will find, I can't quite remember now, but when I was doing it, it was only a slight movement that was needed, and to tighten it, I think I did it anti-clockwise, to loosen it clockwise, but only moved it half an inch, if that, and that was enough to tension the chain. You'll see which is the right way, because as soon as you turn that adjuster, that you'll see physically the chain either slacken or tighten. So just move it until you get to that 112mm measurement, and then all we do is take a torque wrench with the Allen socket on it, tighten evenly, so a little bit on the left side, then a little bit on the right side, back on the right, back on the left, backwards and forwards, taking it up nice and steadily so that this housing is pulled up evenly until you reach the right torque. I actually set mine to 30 Newton meters, and it's pretty close to those marks there, and that's it. That's the end of the job. Pretty easy, really. Perhaps easier than on a normal bike with a twin swing arm rather than the single. Hope that's been of help, and thanks for watching.